So this is Emily's phone going off after we opened our 2022 calendar. Pretty crazy. There she goes. It's been doing this for 7 minutes now. That's crazy. Those are all booking confirmations. Nuts. We had some technical difficulties. But here we are, 7 minutes in. Crazy, really crazy. So we're 24 minutes in. The OG at 100, and the BoHo at 82 bookings. What do you think, girl? Video, it's a big moment.
Well, don't get me. You're in your boxers, and I don't.
A day in the mud. Day in the life. Standing at the build site. AKA the waterfall. Ooh. A lot of water. This is the build site's leveled out. She's kind of a doozy. Here we are. Listen to the details. Say hi. Hey. It's that time of the year again. Muddy boots. Close. You building the house?
A house.
Is that the box hop?
And that is box hop.
Yeah? Good job. Uh-oh.
Some men just want to watch the world burn.
What are we doing?
Meeting people to look at the foundation. What are you doing? You look good, girl.
On our way down to the box hop today. It's beautiful. It's like 60 degrees, sunshine in Ohio. Thank goodness.
Fine.
What a beautiful day out, man. I couldn't pick a better day to see this. I never thought seeing a hole in the dirt would be so beautiful.
No, look at the top of my noggin. I was just gonna tilt it. I love that. Instead of scooting it back, tilting it. We're doing great. This whole thing us doing it's great. So we cleared the trees. The build site was at least like rough graded. Trees were out of the way, and I was ready to put a foundation in immediately that day, that weekend.
Per usual.
But we couldn't because there are rules that we have to follow, like paperwork and permitting and going through the Department of Commerce, which was a whole new monster for us. Not a monster, that sounds bad. Whole new process for us. Great learning experience with a lot of paperwork. We were hoping to be finished with a Hygge box by now, by the time we're sitting here in our kitchen, and we're not. And that's great. Emily keeps me optimistic. The plan was to have the foundation in before it got cold. That didn't happen. There was a lot more paperwork than we thought. We had to button up a lot of things. We ended up grading and doing the rough grading, like leveling everything out, running a laser to make sure everything's flat and ready for the build. That was done before it got too cold outside, so November. And we got approval, I think it was like the end of December, we got approval to put a foundation in, and then it was just really cold.
We had like a foot of snow, and we're like,
Yeah.
well, you'd have to like plow the snow on the dirt and then try to see where you're gonna dig. It just would have been a mess. It really didn't make sense to work around all of those challenges when you could just wait like one more month. When you have to salt your own driveway. I'm driving the truck and Seth is salting by hand. Fun.
I've done some pictures. You look very nice. Now I'm doing a video. And you also look very nice. And chilly. Chilly, chilly. So footers were poured. Everything was squared off. That cured. And then we ran a foundation, 7 courses of block. And then we went back after all the block was set. That took the block setter 2 weekends. He's a weekend warrior, buddy that helped us for the last 2 builds. Used most of the contractors we've had for the last 2 builds and have those guys lined up, so that's exciting. Made good friends, made some really good relationships with people, and I think we'll keep building houses with these guys. They've been great to work with so far. We always do a crawl space on our builds because it just makes things easy and easy to navigate and doesn't take up room above ground and in the container, because every square inch seems to be pretty precious when you're building a tiny home, even though this one's not too tiny.
No.
I'm talking really fast, huh? So, 7 courses high. We had to fill the courses with concrete. We got like a bucket on the end of a skid loader, brought it over to the foundation. We weren't allowed to take out any trees.
And
so
now, at the end of the day, we're gonna have to.
For the crane. So that was great. Scars for nothing.
It was a good workout.
Nothing's gonna hold me down. I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't. I can't. I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't. I can't. I just wanna live my life, it's moving too slow. I got my bags packed this time, I'm ready to go. I just wanna live my life, it's moving too slow. I got my bags packed this time, I'm ready to go. Oh, oh, oh. I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't. I can't. I can't wait.
So we ran a bucket brigade, is what we're calling it, and filled 5-gallon buckets full of concrete and dumped it into the courses to fill everything, rebar in the courses of concrete, and that's what we did. That's what we did. I got a, this is what, 3 weeks in, got a little scar, a little battle wound here. Turns out there's a chemical reaction. I didn't know this, probably should. There's a chemical reaction in concrete if you leave it on your skin for a long period of time, like an hour. It eats away at you. So, here, just get a little close up of that. Oh, see those guns? See those guns? Anyway, so
That was his favorite part.
just cut that part out. I did push-ups before the starter.
Build a house, they said. It'll be fun, they said. Mark! Mark! Hey! Alright! Ha! I'm pulling back! Sorry about that. Wrong way! I gotta go now! Oh my God! Alright! Our Father who art in heaven.
We're rolling. So we filled the courses of concrete today. That's what we were doing. The block layers already ran 7 courses high. The OG and the BoHo had 6 courses. We thought it was a little low, so we wanted to get it a little higher off the ground. Gives you room for a crawl space, a big crawl space. more of a bear crawl space, if I may. And we just filled all the courses with concrete. It took about 2 hours. We had to run buckets to some of it, which sucked because we couldn't get the excavator around this because Emily didn't want us to take out a bunch of trees. Love you, Emily. Next step will be, oh no, he's throwing all that out. Just gonna put it over here. Oh, it's too late. Okay. So the next step is to put the containers down. They're being fabricated off-site right now. Here in a couple weeks, we'll be back and we'll stack the containers and go from there. Learned what a concrete berm was today. So there's that. But it's all right. It'll be worth it. It is March. March is almost over. Golly, we're a little behind schedule. I'm not stressed. It's fine. So got the foundation in, and once that was in, I was ready to like finish this thing out. Like, let's go. And then what happened, Emily?
We were so excited to get that done. Got the final approval to go forward like 2 weeks too late. We were ready like then to do it, but we submitted everything, got denied. Had to provide more documentation on the shipping containers. So our architect worked really hard, got a structural engineer involved, resubmitted those plans, finally got our clear to finish out and put containers on this foundation. So we're ready to rock and roll, but hit a new snag today. The container fabricator, just with the delay in schedules and what have you, fell through. We're now pulling all of our resources to try to get these containers modified by a fabricator ahead of time so we don't have to do them on site. That's the goal on this project. As soon as that's in, we're like 3 to 4 weeks out from setting these bad boys, and then it's just like go time. So we're so close.
So we're fabricating them off-site because the last two we did on-site. Just metal fabrication out in the wilderness is a lot trickier.
So next steps are really gonna be just like rubber meeting the road. We're ready, and it's ironing out, and it's gonna be great.
It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be great.
It's gonna happen. I think we'll have another house built by the time this one's finished. Challenge accepted.
That's the Seth I was talking about.
Love you. All. Stuff. People. Nature. You can watch our story here. The BoHo, the OG. Too much to handle. Like and subscribe to this video. Leave me a comment if you think this song sucks. I can handle it. For now, I'll just go.